Welcome back. So we are going to practice a few problems. So what we have to do is graph and label each figure and its image under the given reflection. Then we're going to give the new coordinates. So we've got triangle ABC has the vertices A, B, and C like that, and then we want to reflect it about the x-axis. So I actually pre-drew these in ABC, triangle ABC. And what we want to do is we want to reflect it across the x-axis, so this red line that I drew in here. Okay, so what you do is you want to make like a perpendicular line from the point and then go equidistance away. So do you see how point A is 2 units away from that line of reflection? So then we're going to go 2 units away on the perpendicular line across the x-axis, and then we'll label that new point. And we're going to label it, let me try to zoom in so we can see it better. So I'm going to label my new point, again, it's 2 away, 2 away. I'm going to label my new point A prime. Ooh, that looks bad. All right, B looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away, and I'm going to plot B prime right down there. Right here. Now C prime is only 1 away from the line, so I just go 1 away here. There's my new C prime. Now I can go ahead and connect the dots. Again, you don't need to make it fancy. But what we notice here is that if I were to fold this paper right down this line right here, then like they should line up. If you were to like look through the paper, like they should line up here. And also like think almost like this is like a mirror image. It's just like the reflection of that. So we can see that our image ABC is going to be reflected across the x-axis. So it's like the mirror image right there. Okay, so now we need to identify the coordinates. A looks like it's going to be at -4, -2. B looks like it is at 4, -7. And then C prime is at 5, -1. Okay, so there actually is a rule that we can copy down when it comes to reflecting across the x-axis. And let's just look at it. Look at A. A is -4, 2, and A prime is -4, -2. What do you notice that's happening? Do you see how like the x coordinate is the same, but the y coordinate is opposite? Same thing if you look at B. B is 4, 7. B prime is 4, -7. So it's like we're not doing anything to the x, but we are doing the opposite of our y value. Same thing with our C to our C prime. 5, 1, and then 5 to -1. So the rule for this is that we keep our x, but we do the opposite of y, so we make it a -y. So this might be handy for the future. So if you want to copy that down somewhere, that would be important later. Okay, we've got another example, but now we're going to reflect it across the y-axis. So I drew in my rectangle PQRS from the coordinates, but now we're going to reflect it across here. Same process. They need to be perpendicular line away, and they need to be equidistant away. So P is going to be, 1 unit away. Whoops. It's going to be 1 unit away from P. We're going to call that P prime. Q looks like it's 2 units away, so I write Q prime here. P prime. S looks like it's 7 units away, so I'm going to go 7 units away here. And then R is the whole thing across 8 units away, so I'm going to go 8 units away here. Then I'm going to connect my dots, make my rectangle, and then I'm going to go ahead and write down my new coordinates. So P prime is going to be at -1, 2. Q prime is -2, 5. R prime is -8, 3. And then S prime is -7, 0. Okay, so let's come up with a rule here for when you reflect across the y-axis. So take a look again at the points. We've got P is 1, 2. P prime is negative 1, 2. Q is 2, 5. Q prime is negative 2, 5. So it looks like we're just changing my x value and doing the opposite. So I'm going to make it a negative x, but I'm keeping my y value, so I'm going to keep it y. Okay, so that might be helpful for the future again. Copy that down somewhere so you have it. Maybe make a little like list of rules, and then that will be helpful for the future. All right, so that is it for this video. The next video we're going to look at examples of vertical and horizontal lines and diagonals. Thanks.